at the set. This is the conch shell fight where I knock out all these varnishing guards. So come here.
Everybody focused, everybody got it together, and it's one of my favorite moments in the movie. You know, it comes down with the blue spirit, the camera's going, the extras are going, and he's spinning his staff. The fun part of the sequence is that he realizes he's in the advantage because he's on the practice field of the airbenders.
This was their practice area.
A little bit to yourself. This was their practice area. But some volume to that kind of angle.
This was their practice area.
Good, good. One more like that.
This was their practice area.
Okay, realization, any way you want to do it.
He realizes where he is, and then he starts taking advantage.
See the circle around? I do this. And see how they're all bunched up there? All of these doors will come out and slide into the middle.
Loads of fighting, but you know, it's not all about the fighting though. You know, there's definitely a story in there. It's an awesome film with a martial art flair to it.
I enjoy martial arts so much because everything has an intended meaning. Every move of why you pivot at the moment when the shove comes in, and why suddenly you've used their strength and momentum against them, now shoot your arm into their face. And then it goes deeper about how energy can be redirected and how the yin and yang of it all, of this guy pushing with aggression, and it ends up with you stopping him and he's now back 3 feet. The philosophy goes so deep, it just resonates with me.
Show me how you're transitioning from keeping me at bay, I'm a soldier, to realizing where you are. Go ahead.
He's looking for that power and that momentum to see that you can really imagine the air coming out of my hands and the water flowing with me, and you know, those moves are so important, and you really have to tense and get into that and make it precise.
You started to move before he's moved. So he'll yell, that'll be your cue to turn. He also comes from a different style background as well. He comes from a hard style, and then the bagua that he does in the film is a soft style. He did as he thought about the old stance and then went to his new stance at the end. Just a little double move.
Pretty good, Noah, pretty good, Noah. Get into the center. You still are, you know, almost there, but not quite there, but it's great. That was great.
With my martial arts, he can tell when it's not as crisp as it could be or as clean as it could be. He helps me with that a lot.
Okay, very quiet, please. All right, here we go. Let's roll, please. Rolling. Hey.
Victor, 69 Baker, take 11, be marked.
Camera speed.
And action! And go!
Stop, get down, stop!
Okay, cut!
It's a wrap.
The stunt crew, from the very beginning, made us feel very comfortable. I mean, they took me aside and said, we're going to take care of your son, we're not going to let him get hurt.
Wow, that's great. Great.
The work ethic's incredible. He just works so hard.
Nice, Noah.
He's become a much better martial artist, much better working on wires.
3, 2, 1, go!
He's supposed to be serious, and they hook him up, and he gets to fly off the ship, and he's giggling on the other end. That kind of, he has to work on that part of it because he's so excited to do it. Just can't hardly wait to get here if he knows he's going to be hooked up.
Oh my gosh, it's so fun, man. It's really, really fun. Number one stunt would probably be walking on the piers. Walking on the piers is probably the funnest part.
And go! Start.
And I think it's one of the things that's wonderful about having kids as actors, because they're not encumbered by all the things that we get encumbered with as we get older, the things we're worried about. And they can play act very easily, and he just fell right into being Ong. He was so comfortable.
Find truth in it, okay? Action!
These are to teach us aircraft. We learned to do this when we were 8.
Go!
I think I've got the acting bug.
He became friends with my kids, and they were hanging out one night, and they were all like, "What's the thing you want most in the world?" He said something like, "Justice." So again, he was being like serious. I want justice for the world. And so like, my kids like came the next morning and were telling me, "You couldn't believe what Noah said. He sounded just like the Avatar." We can't teach him that innocence, which he is. Never acted before, but there's a quality about him that was so gentle and sweet. I rooted for him so much. So we took the big risk, and I said, look, you know, we can't teach the kid to be a martial arts expert this quickly, and this kid is.
Seeing him directing the kids too, and seeing him with Noah, he's so natural with them, and I think he's really able to bring out great performances in all of them.
He's a family guy, and even early in his career, he was known for being really good at directing kids. A lot of first-time actors, or they don't have experience like on these giant sets with 400 extras. He was always really patient, but not like patronizing, you know, to the kid. He demanded a lot out of Noah and the kids.
What you just did was really nice in terms of the expression, but you actually didn't get any of your marks as you were walking around. So you got to combine all of get it all in one take. With your mark and the emotion.
The great part about child actors is they just go for it. Like in Noah's case, he wouldn't necessarily have all the tools that, let's say, an accomplished adult actor would.
Awesome, look at that.
But it's a really moving process. When they get there, you literally feel like your child did it. That you feel so much more for having achieved it in the process. I find it incredibly pure and rewarding.
Good stuff, bro.